save by Ethan Laughlin.
Shoots, deflects, still loose, they score! From Fifth Third Ice Arena, we are live for the SHL Game of the Week on YouTube Live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into tonight's broadcast that features a close matchup in the standings between York and St. Ignatius. Alongside Wes Anderson, Anthony Pasquale down on the bench, I am Max Anderson, and along with our all-star technical crew, we'll have all the live game action for you here from the West Loop. Wes, these two teams are 2 points separated in the standings, 2 crucial points on the line here tonight in this game for playoff seeding. For Ignatius, if they win it, they clinch a playoff spot. For York, if they win it, they put 4 points between them and seventh place Ignatius.
Yeah, Max, you described it perfectly right there. 4-point swing here at stake tonight. York, before the turn of the calendar here to 2024, buzzing 1-4 of the last 5. All types of momentum, all types of hotness that you can create on the ice here. Looking to carry that over here into 2024.
And for more on how they're going to look to carry that into the new year, we're sending down to the third member of our crew, down with assistant coach for York, Scott Metz. Anthony.
Thanks, guys. Coach, you guys had a pretty hot streak before the holiday break. How do you keep that going tonight on the road against Ignatius?
We hoping it translates. It's tough getting back from break. We talked to the players, just wanting to make sure they understand the speed when you get back from break. Haven't skated as much. Hopefully we can contain their better players and find some opportunities to generate some offense.
As a York alum and an athlete yourself, how important is this game for the standings, but also for the safety of your team moving forward?
Yeah, when you come off, kind of peaking a little bit and you go into break, you want to come back with the second half of the season with a good note. We know they're right below us in the standings here, so this game's important for both of us. The key here is just to make sure that we're working hard and we play our game.
Good luck, Coach. Guys, back to you.
Thank you much, Anthony. And Anthony will be coming ringside with notes and interviews all game long. I want to start where Coach Metz started, which is containing Ignatius' top players. When you look at Ignatius, that starts with Tiernan Ryan.
Yeah, he's leading the pack for this Wolfpack team. Say that 3 times fast. Max Anderson, 30 points here before their first game in 2024. He's the leader on that offensive end for this Wolfpack team. These Dukes are going to look to contain him tonight.
Meanwhile, the battle in net, a couple of veteran netminders to this point. It's Ethan Laughlin on the St. Ignatius side, his second year starting here for the Wolfpack. He's had outstanding numbers, under 3 goals allowed, just shy of a 900 save percentage. Meanwhile, on the York side, it's been a battle. They've got a couple of different guys that have battled for the spot. Of late, it's been Jack Brown playing great in net. He'll get the start for York.
Max, that's a great point. Not often do you see 3 goalies on the roster sheet. That's what York carries here tonight. Jack Brown gets the start. They're going to look for him to be big here tonight. As we just mentioned, stop guys like Tiernan Ryan, Michael Hull up on that Wolfpack side.
That's the buzzer for the end of warm-ups. Final couple of skates going around. And we are getting started in 2024. Of course, on the SHL Network, we had the SHL versus CCHL All-Star Game yesterday afternoon at All-State Arena, a 7-4 victory for the SHL, winning that All-Star matchup back-to-back years. 7-4 the final, West, but going into the third period, it was a tie game 3-3, a much better showing from the CCHL last year, which included St. Ignatius and Fenwick on the CCHL side.
Max, yeah, and I was just trying to get a quick count. It looks like 6 guys, maybe 7 if my math's correct, playing between York and the Wolfpack. We're playing in that game last night and playing here tonight, so excited to see the talent that was on display yesterday to come back. They have those fresh legs you talk about. Both teams have had some time off. Those players have some fresh legs. Excited what they're going to be able to do here tonight.
Wes, we talked about those fresh legs. Tiernan Ryan last night, or yesterday afternoon in the All-Star game, had a hat trick in that All-Star game. Talking to Spencer Montgomery before the game, they'd played a lot of hockey before the break. We did a game of the week here in beginning of December, and they were about to launch, I think it was 6 games in 8 days. They had a lot of hockey. Felt like his team might have been getting run down. Spencer Montgomery said, everybody go away. Put your hockey bags away. Everybody rest. How important is rest like that over a break?
Max, sometimes the best thing a team can do is not do anything, right? And a break like that, a team that plays in both the CCHL and the SHL, it's hockey, constant grind. And as they start to get down here towards playoff, that extended stretch that they had is going to be so key, especially for guys like you just mentioned, Tiernan Ryan, and for the goaltender on the back end, who they're going to look to ride here out for the next month and a half, depending on how deep they go into the playoffs.
Matt Boeing for York took the same exact approach. Said, guys, go away, put your bags away. They had a light skate yesterday. Ignatius had a couple of practices over break, so both these teams should be fresh. Maybe the first couple of minutes they might have to find their legs just a little bit. I expect to find full go by the middle of the first period.
Yeah, Max, the term is the rest, not rust, right? So interested to see what these first 5 minutes in this first bring here.
And with that, we are underway here live from Fifth Third Ice Arena for the SHL Game of the Week on YouTube Live. Ignatius settles the puck in their back end. Quick touch pass. Here's Tiernan Ryan up the near circle. Backhanded shot. Early test for Jack Brown. He passes it and sends the puck to the far half wall and out of his own zone. Hughes giving chase for York. That misses everybody. Frank Rosa closest to the puck, so it'll be an early icing with 16:37 left in the first.
Max, we highlighted him at the beginning, and less than 10 seconds in, number 27, and Maroon gets the first shot on the net, driving wide down this left side. It's a nice little backhanded attempt on to Brown. Brown, great save on top of his crease. So some great hockey here, even not less than 20 seconds in.
Hughes and Ryan once more. It's a draw, but Ryan finds it and just a little bit too high and goes off the netting. We got a chance to talk to Matt Boeing before the game, and obviously with Ignatius being home, they get the second change. Line matchups, especially the matchup they want to get against Tiernan Ryan's going to be crucial all game.
Yeah, Max, and you talk about the rest part of it too. You're trying to get your legs back under you. Tiernan Ryan played yesterday. This Dukes team hasn't had a game in over 2 weeks, so trying to contain his speed early is something that's going to be very key for them if they're going to get a win here tonight.
Face-off draw, one cleanly. Now settling with the puck is Francis Dunlay. Charlie Garami with the puck. Now the passion with the forecheck for York, trying to force a turnover. Had the puck for a moment, fell onto the stick of Holub. Able to turn it over once more, but Tiernan Ryan picks the pocket. Now 2-on-1 come to Ignatius. Ryan trying to go between the legs. Frank Rosa there to slow him down. That's going to be the matchup all game long. Frank Rosa, one of the best in the SHL. You're going to see him anytime Tiernan Ryan steps on the ice.
Yeah, Max, just great speed for both players, and excited to see that matchup as this game continues to go forward here.
Peifel tries to play it past Dunlay. Not able to. Now Sanfilippo would have been offsides if he touched. He did touch it. Wes's arm shoots up as went off the skate of Sanfilippo. That might come all the way into the York zone.
Yeah, that was a little, almost accidentally on purpose by number 95 in white there. You could see he tried to gingerly just skate past it, and I think he knows he got that back foot on the on the skate here. We see head coach Spencer Montgomery for the Wolfpack pretty adamant. I kind of got to agree with him. Think that's the intentional offsides, but nonetheless, we're going to play on here.
So York will be lucky to take the neutral zone face-off draw. Sanfilippo not able to win it. Callum Chinlin putting pressure on. Now Steinloft. Played through Peifel. Once again taken over on the back end by Simon Moynihan. Chipped in deep behind Brown. Gami to get the puck there. Pinching in hard to come and get it is Charlie Reef. Reef below the goal. Now centering pass misses everybody. Steinloff high slot shoots. A lot of traffic. Brown saw it the whole way and put his glove on it.
Max, we see 28 in maroon. Charlie Reef, that defenseman activating from that top spot. All types of speed. Someone that outside of Tiernan Ryan, this Dukes team is going to look to contain here. They're going to have a chance to win tonight.
Face-off drawn behind Brown's goal line. Now Jackie Eber trying to throw his body weight around. Shot from the point. Deflected off the shoulder of Brown. That took a couple of bounces before it got to goal. Brown in good position to make sure it stays out. Now Peifel in the corner. He's able to win the puck away from Heidkamp. Goes around the goal. Wes, our goaltending expert here on the SHL Network, talking about a good positional save. That's what we saw to Jack Brown.
Max is taking the words right out of my mouth. Just square to where that tip was going to be. Makes himself look big and is able to get his body on that attempt.
Gami and Heidkamp battle. Still trying to win a board battle behind the goal of Jack Brown. Eventually comes to Gleason up the far wall. Is Sohn. Puck pops out, finally able to clear. Stretch past Peifel, trying to catch up to it. If he can get before the red line, not able to touch it in time. I want to thank our great sponsors on the SHL network. We have so many great partners as part of this great league that, folks, quite frankly, if they didn't put in the money they do, we would not be able to bring you these broadcasts each and every week. So if any of these programs or companies are ones you can frequent, we would greatly appreciate it for all their support of the SHL.
Yeah, Max, it's really understated how grateful we are here on the SHL network for our sponsors.
Turning and firing is Garami. Good save by Brown. Locked in early. Has the first 4 saves of the game. Lachlan yet to be tested. He's still locked in his net. This puck missing everybody and icing once more. So right now, Ignatius putting a lot of pressure on the York side, and that's 3 or 4 straight offensive zone draws for Ignatius.
Max, yeah, and they're going to look to capitalize here as they get another one. They're able to get that last change, get to the line unit they want out there, that pairing that you talked about early on. And just going back to Lachlan, you can even hear how vocal he is. Hasn't seen any rubber here in the first 3 minutes, but he's still vocal out there, letting his D-men know where people are as that puck is coming back into the defensive zone.
Drawn behind, Evan's son wraps it around the boards, tries to get an assist from Luke Camposano. The pressure stays on as Colin Chinlin trying to force a turnover, once again missing everybody. That'll be another icing.
Max, we've seen...
Hey guys, I know it's early, but you can really sense the energy on the Wolfpack bench as opposed to the York's bench. You take a look at them, everybody on York's bench is sitting down. Ignatius up, kicking their skates against the board, slapping their sticks. You could tell this game means a lot for them.
Yeah, they made it clear in the locker room before how important these 2 points are here tonight for Ignatius. And here's a shot from the slot. They score! Jackson Steinloff gets the puck in the high slot, buries it for his 12th SHL goal of the season. It's 1-0 Ignatius.
Just right after you guys mentioned how big this game is, the Ignatius able to get on the board first here. Max, you mentioned it, 33 in maroon. Jackson Steinloff gets his 12th goal here in SHL play. And as we just see this puck works its way around, Steinloff finds that little soft area in the slot. The Dukes aren't able to pick him up, and there's a quick one-timer to the left of Brown, and the Wolfpack are off and running here early. 1-0, less than 5 minutes here into the first.
There's a shot once more towards Brown, but it's Ignatius that won the first 2 games of this matchup as well. So if they're able to sweep York, any ties at the end of the season, they would have the advantage in terms of seeding for the SHL playoffs. Of course, that's what we start to think about as we turn the calendar. Here's Papadopoulos, drops to DeZillo, his shot off the pads of Lachlan. Kept in, now a little bit of pep in the step of York. Here's Gianella, top of the near circle, shoots, and flutters out of the glove of Lachlan. A little bit rocky on his first stop. Eventually bounces to Reef, carries it out of his own zone. Reef crosses center ice and will whip it forward and go for a change. DeZillo turns it over. Grayson Rizzuti with speed up the right side, drags through his legs, finally gets taken out after going around a couple of York defensemen. Big hit, arms stay down from the referee.
Max, if you've been watching the World Juniors, that's probably going to get called a roughing of sorts. Double IHF usually tends to call things a little bit more by the book, but as we know here in the SHL, the refs like to let him play. And then we get one of our first big hits, and in a game, big 2 points on the line. It's kind of a shock that we haven't seen more physicality here early on, but I think that might be the one that gets it going here tonight.
I think we'll start to see a little bit more from that from York here as we move along. Comes back to the near point, and Ryder Nardella trying to play it towards Brown, not able to. Kept it in at least for the moment. Now, Rizzuti trying to catch it below the goal. Heidkamp able to win the puck. Now pinned against the boards by Caden Buens. Eventually Hughes is able to clean up the garbage in front of the net. In transition comes Jack Passion. Now Passion taken down as he enters the offensive zone. York bench wanted a penalty. They're not going to get one. I think Wes was calling for either a cross check or an interference. Take your pick. Thought we should have seen our first penalty of the game. Now Eber has a man back at the point. A shot. Looking for a deflection, as words are escaping me here to start this game on a Saturday night. Eber trying to play forward. Instead, Buens once more. The pressure relentless right now from the Wolfpack Could have been a hooking as well on Heidkamp. Refs are letting them play early here, Wes.
Yeah, Max, the Dukes having a tough time getting pressure through that neutral zone as they come in to the offensive zone here right now, but it's something that the Dukes are going to have to make an adjustment here as they go forward. Tough time moving that puck through the neutral zone. It's making it difficult to generate offense on the other end.
Kalianis was able to keep it alive for a moment. Now we get a whistle for, I believe, a hand pass off the boards from Ignatius. It'll be offensive zone draw for York.
And Max, they've had a break. The players have had a break. So have we. Our first game back in about 2 or 3 weeks. I know you were on vacation. It's good to see you back here again. So don't feel bad if we're just trying to get our feet under us. We make mistakes too. We're just broadcasters as well. So no harm, no foul as we continue on here tonight.
Found myself a good tongue twister here just 6 minutes into the first period. 5-1 the advantage right now for Ignatius. Haven't had a shot on goal since they scored a couple minutes ago. Dunlay drops it deep. Tiernan Ryan collects below the goal. Ryan now has Garami back at the point. Instead, opts to turn back towards goal. Holub trying to win a board battle in the corner. Now Sanfilippo. An impressive 14 goals on the season. He leads York. Trying to find is Sanfilippo in the slot. A follow-up shot. Another save by Laughlin. Now 2-on-1. Here's Tiernan Ryan. He's got Holub in the slot. Ryan holding off Sohn. Sohn does a nice job of denying. Peifel leaves it in the slot. Shot and score! James Doherty finds the loose change in the high slot. Buries it home. It's 2-0 Ignatius.
And Max, you can see how frustrated the Dukes are. 18 and white. Matthew Sohn with a great back check there. They thought they eliminated the pressure that was created by Tiernan Ryan, but some great speed. You would see the puck come from behind the net, and I don't think Brown is ever able to pick that up. Another play for moving the puck from below the goal line out to the crease area. It's the second time we've seen that. Both goals have kind of been that style of play, that one-timer from in the slot of that near-high slot, and something that the Wolfpack have really taken notes on from that first goal. Anthony.
Guys, last time Tiernan Ryan came off the ice, Coach said he would have liked to see him go to the forehand on that 2-1 break. This time he went to the forehand. He didn't end up scoring, but it led to a goal for the Wolfpack.
Anthony, so many times, even if you don't get a shot on net, just the pressure you create from bringing that puck through the neutral zone can be enough to generate a great offensive opportunity, as we saw just now.
So York finds themselves 2 goals behind on the road in a critical game here as we get started in January. Shipped ahead by Steinloft. Rosa does a nice job checking a man as he enters the zone. Puck finds itself below the goal line. Now a host of bodies, including Austin Haynes. Haynes is the one that comes out of it in the corner. He's looking for some help. He's got Charlie Reef back at the point. Cross ice, Simon Moynihan, his shot blocked, never got all the way through. Moynihan trying to keep it alive. Instead, it's Ethan Moore. Cianella at center ice sends it into Ignatius' zone. And now we're going to get our first penalty of the game. I think it was after Cianella got rid of the puck. So it's going to be York that's going to get their first power play of the game.
Max, we were both looking to our right. It looks like Caleb Chinland is going to get going for a cross check. That was behind the play, so not sure exactly what happened, but great opportunity here for the Dukes to cut this lead in half with a power play opportunity here.
Yeah, it's early, but this is a great chance for York to get some momentum back. Early on, it's been all Wolfpack. This could be a huge opportunity for the Dukes.
Yeah, Anthony, I was just going to say that the Wolfpack coaching staff's got to be so happy with this start. 7 minutes in, already 2 goals and 6 shots on net.
The momentum that you can get from a power play, not what they would like to see. The shot from Passion, well high, pops over the stick of Nardella. Follow-up chance, still bouncing around the cage of Laughlin. Passion waits for it back at the point. Instead goes below the goal to Camposano. Far circle, back up to the point, Rosa. Rosa skates forward, shoots, gets a deflection. Oh, just wide of the net. I think that might have been disallowed even if it went in. Looked like Hughes' stick was well above the cage. Passion not able to keep it in at the point.
Max, that puck had eyes. Laughlin just great tracking as that puck just misses that left post.
Now a turnover shorthanded. Here comes Ignatius into the slot. Doing a great job tying up the stick is Frank Rosa. And the other way comes York. Camposano can't handle it at the blue line. Turned over, Moore able to get it back outside the near circle. Centering pass, trying to get a shot off. Still loose right in front of Laughlin. Whacking away at it are the Dukes. Finally a whistle. Now Hughes and Moynihan exchange blows. So that physicality you were looking for, Wes, starting to find it.
Max looking like the end of that USA-Sweden game that we saw in the World Juniors a couple days ago. As expected, both teams, they know what's at stake here, and we're going to get a couple offsetting minors after what we saw go on after the whistle. But we're going to see the chance of that high tip, and you see Laughlin's deep in his net, but he's tracking it all the way, throws the catcher out so that puck doesn't go across the line as it squirts past that left post.
So, unlike the NHL, which would take a guy off the ice, here in high school hockey, in coincidentals, just send both those guys to the box. We stay 5-on-4 for another minute.
Max, that's a great call. Would love to see you go 4-on-3 here, open up the ice a little bit.
I would love to see that rule change. I'm not sure, Wes, why that's always been a thing. Maybe just too big of an ice surface at this level, but I know I would like, especially at the varsity level, would love to see more 4-on-3, 4-on-4.
Who doesn't like scoring, right? Maybe if we complain about it enough, they'll change it.
I don't know that we have that kind of pull. Maybe Wes Anderson, the great Wes Anderson does, but here's Sanfilippo. Caden Blends. Up top, Gami. Gami swings it across, finds zone, back up top, Gami. He looks, tries to go a hot pass to Peifel, wasn't ready for it. Sanfilippo harassed the entire way by Reef. Zone able to get it back, Peifel, far circle, got a backhanded shot off, never got through. Now Blends loses the puck and cleared by Ignatius with 10 to go on the power play.
Max, you talk about the time off. You see Peifel there just not expecting that pass, something that you work through in practice on the power play, something that I expect to change here as this game goes along once the Dukes get another man advantage.
So now Ignatius, fresh out of the box. Here's Ryan, pulls to his forehand, not able to get much of a shot off. Ignatius wants a penalty, not going to get one. Up from the far circle through a lot of traffic. Brown able to keep it out.
And Max, we see that same play again. If you're the Dukes here, you got to do a better job of collapsing in front of your goalie. You see all 5 guys basically within 10 feet of their own net, and even creating a little bit of a screen on Brown there. He's able to track that through traffic. But that's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen the Wolfpack take the puck behind the net and then feed that cross ice through the slot to someone in the slot or the defenseman. So just a moment of adjustment there for the Dukes.
Wide open back door. Brown's able to get post to post before Garami can get a shot on net. Ryan in the corner. Drops below to Holub. Holub quickly to Ryan. Gets a pass across. Nobody home. Shot. And kicked away by Brown. Shot from Nardella never left the ice surface.
Max, that's such a small play by Brown to get his stick just wedged up a little bit so that puck can go out of play. We can see the defensive adjustment here made by Matt Boeing on the bench. So that whistle allows his coach to make that adjustment, get a little bit more reinforcements there on the ice to help his team get the puck out of the zone.
Face-off draw to the right of Brown, won by York, not able to get it out. Looked like for a moment Nardell would be able to keep it in. He's not. Here's DeZillo. DeZillo draws to his backhand, now a high stick. That's going to be a power play coming for York. What a play by DeZillo, drew it to his backhand. And a stick got a little bit errant from, I believe it was Heidkamp. No, excuse me, it was Egan Ryan.
Max, you saw that right away. We both put our arm up a little bit. It looks like we're back in tune here as we get our feet under ourselves here in 2024. But
going to see it right here.
Yeah, just you can see he tries to lift the stick of the York player coming down that far end and instead just gets him in the cage. So, again, the Dukes another great chance here to cut into that lead of the Wolfpack.
Yeah, without a cage, he might have been checking to make sure he had all his chiclets there. That was a pretty stiff stick right to the face mask.
That's why they wear that full cage here at the high school level, Max. So no kids are requiring any dental work as we go along here in this game.
So York with their second power play opportunity here. 6:34 to go in the first. They could really use power play tally. 22%. Pretty good in high school hockey. Anything above 20%. It's a pretty good number, but it's good for only 6 in the SHL.
Max, it's remarkable. It's good for only 6. That it's something when you're over 20% just goes to show you how much talent is really here in this SHL league.
Camposano back to Passion at the point. Swings it across Rosa. Rosa skates forward. Now finds Passion at the slot extended. Rebound given up Lachlan. Point blank chance. Rosa fires it home. Not able to get any air under the shot. Now Passion once more gets a deflection from Blends, but goes over the goal and cleared on a big swing by Dunlay.
Great opportunity there by the Dukes, able to generate a second chance opportunity, but not able to capitalize. Expecting more momentum like that here in the offensive end as this power play goes along.
Now transition comes Passion. He's going to chip it deep. Played to a stick by Doherty. Sanfilippo comes to take it away. Rosa at the point. Doherty gets it right back. Passion wants it at the near circle. Sanfilippo still with the puck. He'll shoot. Gets a rebound. Camposano not able to put it home. Good save, Lachlan. And eventually cleared by Steinloft. Good look there for the Dukes. Sanfilippo has the puck taken off his stick. Rizzuti going to try something shorthand. Steinloft now just going to be content to at least waste some time in the offensive zone. Instead comes to the stick of Gavin Brown. Feifel fires it deep. Lachlan able to play it. Doherty once more. He's going to clear it with 24 to go on the man advantage for the Dukes. Ooh, Tiernan Ryan was lurking there shorthanded. Almost had an opportunity. There's Brown. Drops Sanfilippo. Centering pass. Feifel not able to get a shot off in the slot and cleared once more.
Max, you have to know where 27 in maroon is at all times. Even if you have the man advantage, he can be so deadly as soon as he gets the puck.
Now a big hit, and we're going to get a penalty out of it right in front of Brown's net. York doesn't like it.
Tiernan Ryan took a shot. Drew Gammy saw him with his head down as he turned around the Duke's net here as he tries to make a hard wraparound. And
man, I'm not sure. It looked like it was to the chest. Skate stayed on the ground.
yeah, maybe
If
from
I'm York, I've got a case and not liking that call.
maybe from the vantage point of the referee, it looks like he got his hands up. So just as the Wolfpack kill their second penalty, they go right back here on the power play, try to extend their lead.
I mean, simply because of how tall Tiernan Ryan is, I think it'd be really tough to get him up there in the head-neck region. It looked like chest for me down here as well.
Yeah, that's what we saw in the replay as well, Anthony. You saw it the way we did. Top of the near circle, Reef. Tries to go below the goal to Holub. Ryan gets the puck outside the far circle. Here's Doherty, right back to Ryan. Passing on the perimeter. York trying to take away the middle of the ice. Now a cross-check looking for the Dukes. Not going to get the call.
Now that looked like a penalty, boys, but we'll play on here.
With speed comes Doherty. Drops to Holub. Holub with space. Fires. Big save Brown. A lot of traffic in front. Stays square. Rosa trying to clear it. Doherty able to keep it alive. Gianella giving chase, as is Reef for the Wolfpack. He's got no point support and turns it over. Here's Feifel, shorthanded. Feifel looks around. He's going to just hang out with the puck a little bit, see if he can waste some time. And gets it deep. Well done here by Feifel. Again, he's going to win the puck back, at least for the moment. Wastes about 15 seconds. Now Chinlin with speed. Now turned over Marr one-on-one with the goaltender. He shoots, he scores! Ethan Marr, shorthanded, makes it 2-1.
And Max, this play all starts. You mentioned it. Tyler Feifel. They had an opportunity for slow developing 2-on-1, chose not to take it. A lot of patience as he entered that zone and took a lot of more time off the clock.
We're going to get a penalty after, as the York bench, or excuse me, the York skaters went right back past the Ignatius bench. And Charlie Reef must have said something or done something. The referee shaking his head. Anthony, you were right there.
Yeah, I had a really good view of it. York came right past St. Ignatius' bench, almost as if it was their bench to give the high fives after the goal, and they were touting their stick above their head like it was the Stanley Cup, and Charlie Reef swacked one of them with his stick, and they got him for that. Typically, they get the guy who retaliates more than they get the guy who offends in the first place.
That will do it.
Yeah, Anthony, I think part of the Wolfpack goal celebration is that old O2, an NHL O2 celebration where you pump your stick above your head. Saw them doing that after both goals. So maybe a little gamesmanship by Ethan Maurer. He saw that and he just wanted to throw that back. And I don't think Charlie Reef took exception, excuse me, to that, and took a little slash as they were going by their bench.
He said he would have let it go initially, but once the stick hit stick, that's when it drew the penalty.
I think that's legitimate. I don't have a complaint on that. I knew I heard something. I wasn't looking at it, but I knew I heard something you don't normally hear after a goal. It's kind of my telltale sign here as a broadcaster. So 4-on-4 hockey. Just talking about how we don't get much of this. Here's Campusano. York will get a minute 20 on the power play once they expire this 4-on-4. Campusano trying to win the puck below Lachlan. So all of a sudden, York working hard to get themselves back in this game. Campusano working hard. Passion comes in support. Eventually cleared. Now it's Gami and Rosa, Tiernan, Ryan. Gotta love this matchup. Ryan goes below the goal, stops, looking for something. Good stick check from Jack Brown. Or else Ignatius had a man on the doorstep. Here's Passion. Passion tries to drop to Gami. Ryan hurries. He can have a 2-on-1. He does. He's got Steinloff. Ryan's shot was off the shin boards of Caden Blends, who's a little bit slow getting to his feet. Here's Sohn. Shot. Now York on the man advantage for the first time. Rosa below the goal. You'll see that from the defenseman. He likes to get involved in the offensive play. Sohn, cross ice, near circle, Rosa. Back up top, one-timer. Passion goes off the inside of the skate of Steinloft, and Wes Anderson gives the kind of what are you doing there look.
Yeah, we see that between Rosa, and Gammy. They're working on that one-timer play from the point there, but if Gammy moves that over to Rosa, I think he's got a wide-open one-timer, possible good shot on net, so something to keep in mind here if the Dukes make that little adjustment here on the power play.
Sanfilippo able to get into the zone by himself, drops to Gami at the near point. Gami skating to the middle, shoots, no traffic, easily gloved by Lachlan.
Max, I don't know if you caught it, but 36 Maroon Grayson Rizzuti lost his glove there, and as that puck was coming through, we'll see the opposite angle here as Lachlan freezes that down with the trapper, but Rizzuti almost put his hand out almost as if he was, diving for a home run or something like that. So these kids are really laying it all on the line out here in the first period.
Guys, since St. Ignatius' second goal, it really seems like every whistle has some extracurricular, so it's definitely something to keep an eye on as we move forward through this game.
And I have a feeling, given that York celebration on that goal, we're going to see some more chippiness. Gami to the far circle. Big save, Lachlan. So he had to stay up from his butterfly. Look at me trying to chip into my goaltender analysis knowledge here, Wes. I'll stay in my lane, don't worry.
Oh, you was beautiful, Max. Keep going. I love it. The more goalie love we can get on the broadcast, the better.
Between you and Rudy these days are
goaltender
experts. Not a whole lot of room for anything else. Here's Bossert. Out wide, Ari Ram. Ram parallel with the goal, tries a shot, misses his target. Galianis giving pressure. And the shot from Dunlay well wide. Puck loose now, top of the crease. Peifel able to come away with it. You mentioned it, Peifel really got the play started that ended up in a goal for York. Now Peifel, and in the back of the play, Dunlay getting into it. We'll get a whistle after the big hit. And I think we're going to see both of them get tossed.
And guys, we just talked about the chippiness, how it
Trainer, he will go into the penalty box.
So who else is currently, who's currently in the box?
Paul Kalianis is in the box for York. And then it's Hutch Dunlay for Ignatius.
Anthony, that's why we have you down there. We're blocked out to see the numbers in the penalty box from our vantage point, so thank you for that.
So is it just a 2-minute for Galianis?
I believe so, and then Dunlay has the penalty for fighting.
Got it. Thank you much. That settles that. Thank you for that
So I
clarity here.
think Ignatius still needs a second player to the box to come back after the 2 minutes.
Folks, we're trying to bring it to you as cleanly as we can, but not always the most organized here in high school hockey. Referees doing the best they can. The summary of it is 5-on-4 hockey. Here's Ignatius centering pass. Big save, Brown. Might have gotten an assist from Rosa. Reef's shot. Kicked aside by Brown. Final 10 here of the period. Now a shot from the far circle. Tiernan Ryan leans into one. Good save. Flung right back towards net. Chinland. And that will expire the first period. A flurry of activity here at the end of the first. The end of it, a 2-1 lead for Ignatius.
And Max, we see some much-needed stick taps from Jack Brown. Tiernan Ryan teed off from that low slot. The great save by Jack Brown to keep his team just down a goal here as we go into this first intermission.
So we'll take a moment here to catch our breath, update our score sheets, come back with second period action here in just a moment on the SHL Game of the Week on YouTube Live. Welcome back. Second period action here from Fifth Third Ice Arena. SHL Game of the Week. St. Ignatius and York in a critical game in the standings. York sits at 26 points. Ignatius at 24 with a win. Ignatius would tie the Dukes, but having won the season series, they'll technically be the 6th seed. As we all start to look ahead and pay attention to playoff seeding. At the end of that first period, there was a big hit followed by a scrum, followed by some confusion. That's why you see Tyler Peifel heading to the box. He did get a 2-minute roughing call, or excuse me, 2-minute unsportsmanlike call. And so we'll have a minute 33 of power play for the start of this second period for Ignatius. Teams flip sides, now appear to the long change for both benches. Reef skates towards the middle. Chinland thinks about a one-timer, instead right back to Reef. Here's Ryan, top of the near circle, looking for a deflection, gets one, but kick to the corner. Haynes. Ryan wants the puck, gets it top of the near circle. He misses his intended target of Reef, so Ignatius is going to have to clear the zone.
Yeah, both Haynes and Steinloff in that high slot looking for that tip.
Turned over here, an assist from the linesman, one-on-one, pulling to his forehand, what a poke check by Laughlin. He was down and out, and the stick at the last moment, I think, jarred it loose.
You hear the dismay, too, of the Wolfpack faithful to our right. Unhappy that the linesman had such a big play in that abbreviated breakaway, excuse me.
Cross ice, missing everybody, trying to keep it alive here in the final 30 of the power play for Ignatius. But Rosa, Johnny on the spot, gets it out. York in a change, but Ignatius not able to move quickly enough. Here's Ryan. Steinloft finds Tiernan Ryan. Right back to Steinloft. Reef trying to create some space, looking for the backdoor look from Reef. Instead comes right back to Steinloft. Gianella trying to use his body to create a play. Camposano cuts off the angle. That's the end of the power play for Ignatius. Back to 5-on-5 as Kalianis out of the box, but York slow to get their 5th on the ice here. So Ignatius probably an extra 10 or 15 seconds of power play. Reef wins it along the near half wall, puts it below the goal, Steinloft. Here's cross ice. Now centering pass, but not able to get a stick on the ice was Reef. And now a penalty is going to be called.
It's too many men on the Wolfpack. Anthony.
Yeah, it's going to be Jimmy Doherty who serves it. He just didn't get off the ice in time as the penalty expired.
Some uncharacteristic play by both teams, Max. You talked just briefly of how the Dukes came off that penalty kill. They didn't immediately send the guy from the box into the defensive zone. Slow play, as you mentioned, like 10 or 15 seconds go off the clock before that Dukes player finally gets in the defensive zone. And then on the other side, the Wolfpack just uncharacteristically not making a clean line change and More times than not, you'll get away with that, but the linesman, Johnny on the spot, is able to call it down, and the Dukes have a great chance here to tie it.
15:03 left in the second period, and York with a big chance here on the power play. Gami has the puck, skating towards the middle, leaves her, gets it right back. Sohn waiting for it. Gami looking for an angle, shoots, and like a first baseman, Lachlan sticks out that glove, squeezes it. Face-off draw coming.
You can see Gami looking at the bench. He knows he shouldn't have shot that. He was waiting for traffic to get in front of Lachlan, but at a certain point you have to just let that shot go, and the Dukes here with another chance of a offensive zone face-off on the power play.
Just 12 seconds gone in that power play. Face-off. Won and taken away by Howell. Great job on the shorthand. Here's Gami back in his own zone. Jack Eber giving a chase, and Gami leads the rush. Sanfilippo takes it all the way to the goal line. Now trying to decide, back to Gami. Sohn waits for it outside the near circle. Instead goes centering pass to Peifel. Buen's waiting for it as well. Sanfilippo collects. Sohn back up top, Gami. Near circle Sohn. In the slot, Peifel. His shot blocked out in front by Nardella. Gami able to keep it in at the point. Extended look in the offensive zone for York. Peifel shot towards net. Stopped by a couple of different Ignatius sticks. And eventually taken away by Eber. Peifel wasn't able to get a third shot off.
Some great shot blocks by the Wolfpack here on this penalty kill.
Stretch pass. Sohn gets it right at the blue line. Active stick from Moynihan. Slows the rush. Now 4 or 5 bodies come together right underneath us. Sanfilippo has his pass intercepted. Charlie Reef with speed up the left wing, shorthanded. Finds a centering pass. Chinlin shot just over the crossbar. Chinlin gets it right back. High slot, pauses, shoots. Blocked it away by Brown. Man, Chinlin with 2 great opportunities in the slot over the course of about 10 seconds.
Max, there's some room on that blocker side too. We see him go there twice, just looking to beat Brown, but Brown, great save on the second one and just great positioning on the first play.
Trying to get it to Passion in the slot, but intercepted and cleared out to Sohn. That'll be the final couple seconds of the power play, back to full strength after pretty much this entire period played on the man advantage one way or the other. Maurer can't control it, and Moynihan steps up. Heidkamp trying to get the puck deep, not able to as Maurer takes it away. Finally, Heidkamp able to bring it around the boards. Ari Ram gets it along the far half wall, coming to help Sam Reef. Rosa below the goal. He looks. He's going to send it up the middle of the ice, trying to find Jack Passion. Bouncing puck eventually settles onto the stick of Egan Ryan. Ryan misses his target. Gianella battling, centering pass, and Brown drops the glove on it. Offensive zone draw coming for Ignatius.
Great active stick, 2 by in maroon on that back door. I feel like if that puck gets back door, the Wolfpack extend their lead, but great goaltending by the Dukes netminder.
Puck below the goal. Bossert looks for an outlet, instead goes to the point. Not able to get much on the shot was Dunlay, but turned over. Turning and shooting was Ram. Ari Ram providing some energy and maybe a little bit too much as he takes himself into the boards. Papadopoulos quickly out to Gavin Brown. Brown skates wide, creating space. Gets it into DeZillo. A good stick check from Dunlay to slow the rush. Trying to get a centering pass. Just goes over the stick of Papadopoulos. Game starting to open up here just a touch. Reef tries to find Ram. Misses the target. 5 new bodies on the ice for Ignatius. Nardella finds Holub. Turned over as Brown gets it. Now DeZillo 2-on-2 with Brown. Garami trying to track back. Shot in on Lachlan, that's not going to beat him, especially not tonight. Face-off draw coming in the offensive zone for York.
And guys, it's interesting to see all the shots that the Wolfpack have had here in this second period have been to that blocker side of Brown, which is interesting to note because both goals have beat Brown to that glove side. So wondering if Spencer Montgomery on that Wolfpack bench is seeing something on ice level that maybe we aren't catching down here. Anthony, I know you're down there. Maybe the next break you can give us a little insight on that.
Garami at the blue line, gets it to Tiernan Ryan. Ryan gets the follow-up off the post. He's relentless coming up the ice, the speed, the strength of 27 in maroon. Now Holub settles, tries to get it past Rosa, and taken away by Ethan Maurer. Now Campusano. Looked like could have been offsides. Campusano takes a check. Falls to Smith below the goal. Smith around to Maurer. Gets it right back. Gleason wants it at the near point. He'll swing it across Rosa. Rosa's shot gets knocked down in front. Campusano's shot. Lachlan out of position for a moment. Now Maurer gets pulled down to the ice. Surprised we didn't see a penalty there. Ignatius gets away with one. We'll keep playing. Holub with speed. Not going to get past Frank Rosa. The All-Stater continues his stellar campaign on the back end for the Dukes. 10 minutes to go here in the second period. Centering pass. Ryan couldn't get a redirect on net. Brown sticks his stick out to make sure that stays out of danger. Falls back to the point in Haynes. Here's Egan Ryan. Shoots, gets a deflection, backdoor. Follow-up shot from Doherty, deflected up on the netting but behind the net. Campusano turns, and he's just going to take an icing as there was a scramble in front of the Dukes net. Thank our great sponsors, as we always do, here on the SHL Game of the Week. Phenomenal partners of the league. More and more every single year. Of course, the Bar and Hockey Bar, the platinum sponsor and official bar and restaurant of the SHL. Might just have to stop by there after this, Wes. What do you say? Just a couple of blocks from here.
Yeah, it's not too far away from here. It's a great spot to go after a Hawks or Bulls game here on Chicago's west side, so can't thank them enough for their support.
Have that awesome kickoff event at the barn to start the high school hockey season, the high school hockey kickoff show. More to come. We've got some ideas in the hopper on that front here over the next couple of months. Stay tuned to all the SHL website and the Instagram account. Now backdoor look, alertly able to keep it out was Kalianis. Now a speed is Sanfilippo, shot well wide. Kalianis scrambles at the point to keep it in, but now he's out of the play. Here's Steinloft, good stick from Sun. Guys are flying around the ice right now, almost a little too much. Bossert deflected towards goal by Chinland. Sanfilippo trying to win it in the corner. So able just to chip it past his man and clear. We're going to get a penalty. That's going to be a slash. I thought that's what I saw as Sanfilippo got rid of the puck. Colin Chinland gets called for the penalty.
Max, not often do you see a ref have so much words for a player as he goes in the box, and the same referee heads directly to the Wolfpack bench, probably to clear things up with head coach Spencer Montgomery. But again, you mentioned it earlier that we started the period with 2 or 3 man advantages going either way, and again, the Dukes, they've got the opportunity here with the man advantage. They've done a good job towards the second half of this game of getting back in the game. They've got the most recent goal in the game, so see if they can do some damage here in the PP.
Charlie Reef settles it. Almost sprung Jack Eber for the shorthanded opportunity. Rosa there to protect for the Dukes. Quick pass to Maurer as Campusano on his hip. Avoids the hip check of Moynihan. Campusano can't keep it in. Lachlan aggressive with the puck, trying to clear it. Not able to get it out. Passion shot loose in the slot. Fortunately for Ignatius, it's Heidkamp with it. Now 2-on-1 shorthanded. Heidkamp and Eber. Heidkamp shot. Kicked aside, and Rosa there to help his goaltender. Passion. Now speed up the left wing. Goes to his forehand, gets checked off the puck, as he got towards the slot. Now he's sprawling to try to keep it alive. Oh, Ebert should have taken a look. Or looks like he's out of gas. But he would have had a shorthanded opportunity himself.
And Max, on that last 2-on-1 for the Wolfpack, Eber got away with one. Looked like a little bit of interference as he exited his defensive zone, which created that 2-on-1 chance coming the other way.
Gami carries it into the zone. Drops for Sanfilippo, drops for Camposano, but not what Camposano was expecting. Gami once more. Leaves Sanfilippo, carries below the goal. Egan Ryan cuts his angle off. Nardella there to support. Sanfilippo about face, finds Rosa at the far point. Rosa, now Gami. Right back to Rosa, looking for a shooting angle. Finds one, shoots, deflects wide.
You guys mentioned Coach Montgomery making some adjustments. He's switched up a few lines here. See if we get a different look.
Trying to get something going. Since that second goal, it's been pretty still. And in fact, heavy advantage York one more time. Gami at the end of the power play. Now back to full strength. Unable to get a shot off. Here's Steinloft. Lots of space. Steinloft and Rosa coming up hard. Schindlin. Steinloft's shot. And Schindlin coming up behind him. Couldn't get a piece of it.
Great patience as Steinloff entered the offensive zone, too. Waited for that 2-on-1 to develop.
That should have been offside. We do get the call. Looked pretty blatant offside. I don't know that I heard a whistle.
Yeah, stumped us both. That's why I stopped talking. I thought that 2-on-1 was gonna carry on in the trailing Wolfpack play had a wide open net, but great rebound control eliminates that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, used that blocker and had a good amount of pace behind it when it came off him, so Chinlin couldn't really react to the rebound. Dunlay has the puck, chips it up off the glass and out. Falls onto the stick, Kalianis. This is his target, was Papadopoulos. That misses everybody. That will be icing here with 5:50 left to go in the second.
And guys, we talked about it. I think the viewers can see it too. A definite change in momentum as compared to the first part of that first period. The Dukes, who finally they found their feet. We talked about how both teams have had some extended rest. Sometimes it takes a few minutes to get back into game speed. And so far, for the last, I would say, 15 minutes, the Dukes have really had some great pace.
Yeah, it's been a much more, I would say, active not really this whole second period. It took them about a period to get their legs back underneath them.
As you'd expect with a long break like that.
Here's Ryan. Draws to his forehand, his shot high and wide. Kalianis on to Cianella, but Ignatius trying to keep the pressure on. Here's DeZillo. He's sandwiched off the puck, and we're going to get a penalty. It's going to be an extra attacker on for York. Brown not able to get to the bench before they're able to take much advantage of it. Yes, I didn't see what the penalty was.
I know the refs are trying to call it by the book. That to me, that looked like just a regular hit, and you can hear the Wolfpack faithful to our right quite upset about call. I think it was a roughing, but Anthony, you might have more.
Yeah, it looks like a roughing, and Coach Montgomery is not happy with it. He's trying to get the ref to come over and give him an explanation. As soon as the ref's hand went up, both of Coach Montgomery's hands went up.
Yeah, that's one where I agree with the coaching staff. I know the refs have let some stuff go, but that looked like a routine shoulder-to-shoulder hit, but we're going to play on here.
Rosa, he'll shoot, gets a deflection, follow-on chance. Hughes not able to bury it, gets the dirty work, it's Maurer ties it up. The power play goal with 5:03 left in the second. It's 2-2.
And we talked about earlier on the power play when the Dukes were trying to get traffic in front. We saw Gami throw a haphazard shot into the net. Lachlan was able to catch it with the trapper here. Different look. They have traffic in front. It's hard for that goalie to pick up the puck through the
Just looking on the other side for Ignatius, they have 8 minor penalties now, with just 5 minutes to go in the second period. Remember, 12 minor penalties, and it'd be a game suspension for head coach Spencer Montgomery. So something to keep an eye on as we move along here over the next 22 minutes. So back to all level. It was all Ignatius in that first half of the first period. Really took York a period to get their legs underneath them. They really didn't have any practice time over the last 2 weeks. So really completely took that time off. You see them finding their legs and finding that rhythm that had them winning 5 of 6 right before the break. It was a break for York as that puck doesn't get all the way deep. Sohn comes over. Now Sanfilippo takes a hard check. Sun keeps it in at the point. Finds Sohn. Not able to play it any further as Heidkamp's able to clear. Now Sohn enters the zone. Peifel coming up the slot. A little backhand saucer shot. Blocked away by Laughlin. Here's Ryan with speed. Trying to go between the legs of Rosa. He's sandwiched off the puck. Ignatius bench looking for a penalty. They're not going to get one. Ryan able to collect below the goal. Now Haynes. He's got Moynihan back to the point. Instead goes below the goal. Reef stuff attempt. Peifel able to clean it up, and now a penalty on York. Ignatius with a bit of a Bronx cheers. They feel like they finally get a call. And it's Rosa. That's a tough one for York as he is a critical penalty killer for York.
And Max, I think that might be a little bit long overdue. Sanfilippo should have got called for a slash as he was coming through the neutral zone there. Even looked at the ref, but no call. And we'll see his play develop. Just great power move by 28 Charlie Reef as he takes that puck hard to the net.
There's just not much there. I mean, that's a good stick tie up. Maybe it's a makeup call.
And that's what I'm saying. I think it's a makeup call for Sanfilippo on a slash through the neutral zone. Like, that's just a great power move by Reef to get to the net. Didn't look like there was a lot to create a hook as that play progressed, but nonetheless, the Wolfpack find themselves on the power play again.
Egan Ryan was darting backdoor, can't get the puck. Still looking for it backdoor. Instead, Heidkamp has to come up to help. Charlie Reef sandwiched off the puck. Holub chasing it below the goal. Sam Reef does a nice job keeping the puck in the zone. Egan Ryan has been calling for the puck backdoor this entire power play, hasn't been able to get it. Doing a nice job stepping in the way and clearing is Noah Hughes.
And Max, it's such a little thing, but watch the York penalty killers. Everybody has their stick on the ice, making it difficult for the Wolfpack to get those passes through the lanes, which is evident in this first clear here by the Dukes.
Blends does a nice job of slowing down Tiernan Ryan. He'll put the puck deep and give Ignatius a chance on the forecheck. Gami tries to clear, but Haynes does a nice job of knocking the puck down. Comes to Tiernan Ryan. He splits the difference between Chinland and Steinloft. Comes to Steinloft. Down to Chinland, looking backdoor for Reef. A lot of movement right now in the Ignatius power play. Doing a nice job, but they've not been able to find the crease they're looking for. Ryan near circle waiting for it now. Back below Steinloft. Once more to Ryan as Steinloft gets hit hard as he gets rid of the puck. Puck still bouncing around. Haynes can't get a stick on it. Back up top, Charlie Reef. One-timer deflected in front off the stick of Chinland. I think it was Steinloft that might have got a piece of it on its way to net. Now all tied up here. York very content to let some time waste away. Eventually pops free to Caden Blends, who clears. Nate's just going to try one more. They have a slow change here. Good touch pass, Ryan. Shoots. Sticked away by Brown. Slow change from York. Almost bites him. Now back to full strength are the Dukes. Again, York just slow getting back to the play. Well, there may be 5 to 10 seconds of extra power play time. It's something that Matt Boeing's going to have to clean up. That's the kind of thing. If you're giving up an extra 10 or 15 seconds of power play time each penalty kill. Oh, now a trip on Camposano. York bench wants one, not going to get one. Instead, cross to DeZillo. Wide open net, he misses. DeZillo had Laughlin down and out, and he just completely missed an open cage. Here's Camposano. High slot, he loses it. Oh, what an opportunity for the Dukes. We stay tied.
Max, what a play by Maurer. Great toe drag and so unselfishly throws that over back door, but the Duke's not able to tuck home the third goal. You can see how emphatic I was in my reaction up here in the booth.
Here's 2-on-1 for the Dukes. DeZillo has Maurer coming up the slot. DeZillo's shot deflects up into the netting. And we get a puck pause with 35 to go in the period.
Just when we thought we were going to roll our way into the second intermission.
Oh, the replay is just painful. DeZillo.
Some great action, and maybe
Puck rolled on
Lachlan
him just a little bit.
rolled on him
too.
a little bit. Maybe Lachlan gets a little bit of a tap that forces it to roll on him like that, and it's tough on the backhand. Jimmy the Wiz, great three in a row, so we can get a great look at that. But you can see it rolls on him just at the last second. Choppy ice here in the end of the second period, rolls on him, and that's what throws that puck wide.
Oh, now another interference not called. 1-on-1 into Brown. Brown's able to turn it aside. Another interference. We are just left and right throwing bodies around. Ignatius just cannot believe that none of this is getting called.
I got to say, maybe that last trip was a little embellished, but nonetheless, 2 missed interference calls.
The first
Max.
2 were clear as day. 5 seconds to go in the period. Dukes just want to waste the rest of it, get out of this chaotic second period. Buzzer sounds. That does it for 2 periods. It stays chippy. Speifel and Eber get into it. Boy, if you wanted to see some physicality, some chippiness, you're seeing it right now in the game of the week. And we got a whole period to go.
I was going to say, this is why it's the game of the week. Who would have thought the Dukes and the Wolfpack will come out chunking here early in 2024, but they are nonetheless 2-2. Some great action both ways, and we've got an exciting third period on our hands.
We'll take a timeout, get the ice clean, come back with third period action here in just about 10 minutes, live on the SHL Game of the Week on YouTube Live. Welcome back live to Fifth Third Ice Arena for the SHL Game of the Week. Live to you on YouTube. Alongside Anthony Pasquale, Wes Anderson to my right. I am Max Anderson. It's a 2-2 game after 2. It's been chippy, it's been fun, and we're going to send it right down to the St. Ignatius bench to talk to head coach for the Ignatius Wolfpack, Spencer Montgomery. Anthony.
Coach, it's your
Yeah, right up the pace. It's been a fast-paced hockey game. I love the way we started. We need to play 5-on-5. It's as simple as that. When we're doing this penalty thing, that's where they get their advantage. We believe we're the better team 5-on-5.
Absolutely. So how do you stay out of the box? Keep up the physicality, but stay out of the box.
Yeah. Breathe. You mentioned, the parent always gets the brother that retaliates, so we need to just be calm and believe in our game. We'll get through this period.
A win means you guys make it to the playoffs. What's the key to getting that done?
Yeah, key to getting that done, establishing our forecheck and just making sure we're playing our brand of hockey, not theirs.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
So if there's one thing I've learned about Spencer Montgomery and all the games we've done, especially when we talk to him at the start of the third period, his volume is usually carried over to what is stop doing stupid blank. Let's stay 5-on-5 and we can beat this team. I'm pretty sure that was his message in the locker room.
Oh, 100%. You hear him say our brand of hockey. That's what they want to get back to here. They got a little bit away from it through the second period and towards the second half of that first period. They let that 2-goal lead creep away from them. They're looking to get back to it here in the third, and they just got to go back to the drawing board. Got to go back to what they were doing towards the first half of that first period, and that's where they found success. That's where they got the 2-goal lead, and that's where I think they're going to look to go here in this third period.
The chippiness started really as soon as York scored that first goal. They had that little fly by the bench. It was the slash taken by Ignatius, and I think what we're seeing here too, by the way, I believe there's coincidentals at the end of that period from that scuffle at the end of the period as Jack Eber just took his seat in the box. I think we're going to see a corresponding white and green jersey take a seat as well. Frank Rosa coming to plead his case, but it's gotten really chippy at the end of these periods.
You can see how emphatic the captain is for the Dukes, just so perplexed that I think it's him that's going into the box just by the way of his body language. But you can just see how frustrated and how just mad he is at these calls and as he's talking with the linesman right now. But if the team that's able to stay out of the box to be the most disciplined, Max, is going to win this third period and ultimately win the game.
So by my count, that's now 9 minor penalties against Ignatius, and it's possible I missed one because they were coming so fast and furious there for a moment. But it's been a lot of special teams and really a lot of coincidentals. It hasn't been that much special teams. It's been a lot of coincidentals.
Yeah, and it just goes. We've talked about the chippiness and the physicality, and that's just the result of that here. And as you mentioned, 9 penalties for the Wolfpacks. They got to be smart here in the third period. Don't want to have your head coach kicked out for the next game. We know how vital and how important these SHL games are starting to become as we get down to playoff time. So got to be disciplined here in the third period from the Wolfpack side. And if you're the Dukes, it's pretty much the same. It's the same strategy as we see. The Wolfpack bench is upset that the Dukes are taking so long to get to center ice here.
This is going to be an interesting third period, folks. Strap it in.
Spencer Montgomery, his head's almost as red as that 2010 sign behind him. So take a deep breath on both benches, and then we'll get the third period started here.
Tiernan Ryan was looking for the puck as he came up the slot off the shot of Holub. Comes around the boards, and the fresh ice has everybody slipping and sliding. Here's Sohn, his shot, and offside the call by our near side linesman. Oh. And we're going to get another penalty here against Sohn. I mean, it had to have been, I guess, something he said.
I'm just curious of where he. Oh, I see the flyby now. Yeah, it was a late. I understand that they don't want them talking to the refs. I can't imagine he said anything that could really get under the referee's skin that much. Late whistle too on the offsides. That might be why he was frustrated. There's a lot of things at ice level that we can't hear that have really changed the tide of this game.
A man advantage, 7 seconds in, gets paused by the play the high stick by Tiernan Ryan. And now for York, that's 7 minor penalties by my count. We know the live stats on with Game Sheet tonight, so doing our best to keep up with the active right arms of these referees.
A lot of misconducts, too. The referees trying to take control of this game. We mentioned how there have been some missed calls, maybe some makeup calls, so I think that those misconducts are them trying to tighten the game here from there.
Charlie Reef all by himself, centering pass. Haynes' shot, big save by Brown. Chipped back into the slot. Reef follows it. Oh, what a save by Brown. Without his stick, just stuck out his blocker. Somehow kept this game tied. Now Chinland below the goal. Has Reef up top. Turns about, even with the goal line. Steinloft able to position himself well enough to keep the puck. Haub trying to find it below the goal. Now to Haynes. Haynes cross ice to Reef, top of the circle, rips a shot. That was off the stick, backdoor, and not able to put it home is Steinloft and cleared by the Dukes.
Steinloff with a cheeky play, tried to bank that off of Brown. Brown aware of that and able to get that pad back to the post just as that puck came across the crease. So some great action from the Dukes netminder here on this power play.
And Ryan absorbs a big hit. Now Peifel down on the ice as he was the one that delivered the hit. Now he's face down on the ice. We're going to get a whistle with 43 to go on the power play. That's the second time now Peifel's been down on the ice. He tried to deliver the hit on Tiernan Ryan. And it was big, strong, tall Tiernan Ryan that absorbed it, and getting the worst of it was Peifel.
Max, we saw that before with Tiernan Ryan. His size is so apparent, especially from up here in the booth, and I think Peifel tries to get in there and then goes for the hit. Maybe caught a shoulder or elbow from the Wolfpack player, and it's good to see him on his feet.
Peifel to his feet, gingerly back to the bench. He's going to need an ice bath at the end of this one.
Yeah.
That as big in hockey as it was in football for me, Wes. I was a big ice bath guy back in the day.
We didn't take too many, but he's definitely going to need some packs, maybe a little bit of icy hot, maybe a little extra Gatorade, a couple waters. Let me check mine. I'm not sure when the Dukes play again, but he might. Oh, they play Fenwick again tomorrow, so.
No rest for the weary.
I was going to say a quick turnaround for 14 and White. Hope he's all right down there on the bench.
It just feels like every single puck pause we've had, there's had to be a conversation with a referee and a captain. A little bit of a frustrating flow to this game from our officiating crew. See if we can get a little more fluidity here in the third. And no sooner than I said it.
I know he's frustrated, Max. I saw it. It was here on the near side.
Austin Haynes guilty.
Austin Haynes could have been a cross-check or interference. I couldn't tell who the Duke player was, but as the Dukes were trying to set up their penalty kill formation, there in the defensive zone, Haynes just finds they almost intersected traffic, and Haynes got the better of the Duke player. Duke player goes down, and of all the calls the referees have made tonight, I think that might be one of their better ones of that I've seen. So we'll try and give them credit where due. They've had a tough night here. This might be one of their first games back in 2024 as well. So we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt here in the third period, Max.
Still working off that New Year's Eve. Here comes 4-on-4 hockey. What a move by Chinland. Not able to finish it as Kalianis comes over to cut off the angle. Tiernan Ryan on the doorstep looking for it, gets it to him, but Maurer does a great job tying a stick up. Comes back to the near point, Charlie Reef. Reef shot, gets a deflection, puck waiting out in front, followed up by Steinloff, gets blocked. Reef shoots, still bouncing around, bounces over the cage. Steinloff gets on to Ryan, who's pinned against the boards by Gami. Chinland tries a Michigan for a moment, and brings it back to his stick. Gami able to take it away. Now York on the power play. Passion has Maurer coming up the slot. Passion trying to get it across. Gets it across. What a stick by Laughlin. Still down. Camposano shoots. Can't get the puck up. And Ignatius able to clear.
Max Tiernan Ryan saved a goal. Great defensive play as the net was wide open for the Wolfpack. but their leading point getter, 27 in maroon, comes back to the slot, lifts the stick, and we are tied here, still 2-2 in the third.
Sun whips it back towards his bench. Swings it out. Camposano up the right wing. Now Sanfilippo trailing. Dropping to Passion. Now York a little bit slow on their change here on the power play. Camposano. Sanfilippo. Not a great pass to Cianella. We'll just drop it below to Camposano. Egan Ryan separates man from puck and able to get it past the stick of Gleason. Short-handed comes Garami. He's 1-on-3. Chips it towards Brown, but he's going to be able to waste some time here on the penalty kill. Finally, Passion takes control with 10 to go on the power play. And he misses Sanfilippo. That will do it for the power play for the Dukes as it's cleared once more.
Great penalty kills by both teams here early in the third period. Try to stop the momentum from either team as they go on the power play. So expect a little bit more clean play here as this third period progresses.
That's what Spencer Montgomery called for in that interview we did with him to start this period, but it's been anything but clean here to start the third.
I think that's the result of the referees down there, Max, but no harm, no foul. Got less than 13 to play here in the third.
Somehow with all this commotion, still 2-2. Gami gets checked off the puck by Bossert. Now Bossert trying to spring free. Sun tracks back for York. Right out in front, backhanded shot. Not able to put it away as Reef. Now Sun carries it. Zone, rink wide to Peifel. Peifel fights through a check. Comes to Moynihan. Gets it up to Sam Reef. Now rink wide to Ari Ram. Ram tries to go between the legs. He's sandwiched off the puck. Zone has his hands whacked at and eventually pried free by Steinloft. And the linesman gets in the way of the puck and able to get it deep. Chinland and Peifel. Gami comes over to help. Throws a blow. And Sanfilippo going to take a breath and reset. Tries to go up the middle of the ice. Turns it over to Steinloft. Not for Peifel. Could have been a great chance for Ignatius. Flip deep and played by Lachlan. Spun wide. Austin Haynes gets it on a stick. Up to Nardella. Nardella freshly on the ice. Bouncing around the crease. Brown able to kick it just wide. Now, his last namesake, Gavin Brown. Sanfilippo in the high slot. Rebound given up. Brown's backhanded shot. Fortunately, Egan Ryan there to slow it down. And Ethan Lachlan able to drop his glove on it.
Guys, the one thing I've noticed on the bench that Coach Montgomery has really been hammering his team for is to get off the ice quicker at the end of shifts, to start shifts on and off the ice quicker. It avoids not only penalties, he's saying, but also some of those extracurriculars.
Yeah, certainly seen a little bit of that out of York, too, just with some slow changes that have caused some issues, both at the end of penalty kills and whatnot.
Something that's so uncharacteristic from both of these teams with the great coaching staffs they have behind both benches.
Now Rosa with 11-11 left here in the third. Gallinopoulos trouble handling the puck at the blue line. Gavin Brown stick handles around Ebert. Now Charlie Reef will evaluate. Tries to go cross ice. Eventually ends up on the stick of Rizzuti. He'll put it deep and give Eber a chance on the forecheck. Turned over. Now Rizzuti trying to wrap around. But Gallianis there. Slow it down. Now Captain Frank Rosa. Papadopoulos check. Brown loses his stick. Physical play continues up and down the ice. Ignatius thought they had numbers. It was actually Gavin Brown backtracking to get his stick all the way in the defensive zone. That's chipped past Nardella, so the icing waved. Ten minutes to go here in the third. Couple of critical points. Here's Maurer. Camposano up the slot. Maurer shoots. Lachlan keeps it out. And Nardella there to get rid of the loose change. Turns it over. Here's DeZillo near circle. Shoots into the breadbasket of Lachlan. And as we get on here in the third period, don't forget, this goes to overtime. That standing impact lessens, right? Each team will get a point if we get to OT, and then one team will end up with two. So if you're Ignatius, that hurts a little bit more if you're York, at least a point is really good for you here in
Max,
the third.
you're trying to, not to cut you off there, if you're York, you're really just trying to ride out this last 9 minutes and 49 seconds, because either way, if you lose, you get that extra point. You stay ahead of the standings by 1, and if you're Ignatius, you get a little bit desperate here. That seeding plays such a big factor as you come into the playoffs in both the SHL and in the state finals. So that's even more present here as we get down towards it here in this third period.
Maurer gets cut off in the corner. Able to win the puck is Garami. He takes a hard check into the boards. Camposano comes away with it. Now Ben DeZillo checked off the puck. And Garami takes it once more. Tiernan Ryan gets the stretch pass. Circles high slot. Ryan has the puck taken off his stick. Great back check in stick lift from Camposano. And now Gami is going to get an interference or cross check. Take your pick. Is some frustration on Tiernan Ryan. He's not happy with the referee's call. Thinks maybe Tiernan Ryan went to the ground just a little bit too easily.
Max, I know we've been critical of the refs here, but I think that's probably as clear as day of an interference there on the leading scorer, 27 in red. Tiernan Ryan is Gami, just uncharacteristic from one of your top defensemen there on the back end, just knocking down Tiernan Ryan. And we said it, the Wolfpack were going to get a little bit desperate here as time starts to wind down, but they've got a great opportunity here to...
Yeah, and it all starts with Tiernan Ryan. He is absolutely gassed right now. He came to the bench really quickly, got some water, was down on a knee for a bit, but they need him right back out there for the power play.
Here's Reef and fought off by Brown. Reef with a great look in the high slot right off the draw. Tiernan Ryan winds up. Instead, Reef will carry it to his backhand. Here's Ryan. He's turned, shoots, looking for a deflection. It was Haynes, but he stopped the puck altogether. Back up top, Ryan. Skates with it, looking for an outlet, goes across the crease. Oh, Brown was expecting a shot on goal, and that skips over the stick of Reef. Clears all the way down ice.
That's a cheeky play by Tiernan Ryan. It looked like Jack Brown was caught sleeping on his goal line. He just barely gets a piece of that with his stick. As that puck comes on net, that could almost been a goal there for the Wolfpack on the power play.
Chinland with speed up the right wing, looking for an outlet, has Haynes in the slot. Instead goes the Reef up top. Chinland gets it right back outside the near circle. Now a shot, looking for a deflection, hit something on the way, but went wide. Rosa trying to make sure that steers wide. Tiernan Ryan, top of the far circle. It's a bunch of things on its way to net. Trickles into the glove of Jack Brown. Face-off draw to his left.
And again, the sticks on the ice for the Dukes on the penalty kill. You see it right there. It leads to a shot block. We're going to get another good look. You can see Brown hugging that post. Didn't look like his stick was flush on the ice. Great awareness by Tiernan Ryan to throw that on net, but Brown able to get enough of a piece to deflect that across the net mount and keep this thing tied.
Draw one is Howell able to get it back to the point. 50 seconds remaining on the power play. Not able to handle it in the high slot was Doherty and cleared by the Dukes. Camposano putting on pressure, trying to find something shorthanded. Here's Doherty. Just flips it into Brown, and Brown's like, I don't want to give up a defensive zone draw. Great awareness from Brown to get it cleared.
Smart play by the netminder there to keep that puck moving as we see this puck gets cleared down, and a deep breath can be taken there by the Dukes here on the penalty kill.
Here's Hollub with speed, skates wide left. Here's Circle, looking for an outlet. He's checked off the puck by Cianella. Coming to help is Reef. Gets it right back. Now backhanded chance. We're going to get a penalty out of it. What an active shift here from Michael Hollub to draw the penalty. Millhead now to a 5-on-3 for 10 seconds.
Great power move by Michael Hollub as he comes off that goal line there. Is trying to find somebody backdoor on that opportunity, but instead just makes a power move to the net. In doing so, draws a penalty. We'll see it here again. Hesitates. He has Egan Ryan coming to the net there. We get a great look here at the goalie cam. Takes a cross check in the back as he's trying to put that on net. And
I guess.
The Wolfpack. Hey, I'm just analyzing what I'm seeing, Max. And the Wolfpack are going to get a great chance here, 5-on-3.
Wes, if you say so.
Would be surprised what they actually call it, a cross check or a trip there, but we'll play on.
Here's Chinland across. Chinland, a one-timer, gets a deflection up over the crossbar. End of the first penalty. And whiffing on the clearing was Kalianis, but gets a break as it still gets out. So a minute 44 left of 5-on-4 play. Here's Tiernan Ryan. Gets a rebound right out in front. Kalianis on it again to clear.
And your goalie has to be your best penalty killer, and right now Jack Brown is just that. It's a few great opportunities by the Wolfpack turned aside by the Dukes netminder.
Reef carries it below the goal, looking for an outlet. Has Chinlin back at the point. Chinlin across to Ryan. Ryan's shot goes all the way through to Brown. Squeezes the legs, takes a draw.
And Max, honestly impressed with both goaltenders. Out on top of their crease, square to the puck, not giving off a lot of rebounds, not a lot of second chance opportunities, making it really tough for both teams to generate opportunities when they're just so technically sound and no rebounds. It's just, as you say, as the goaltender on the broadcast, very impressed by both netminders tonight. So I see you bopping around here to my left. The viewers can't see that, but
trying to keep the legs loose here.
Some nice dance moves up here in the broadcast booth.
Oh, you know it. Now whiffing at the blue line is James Doherty. Short-handed, here comes Hughes. Hughes losing his angle, and Doherty does a nice job getting a stick in the shooting lane. But it'll be an offensive zone draw on the power play, on the penalty kill for York.
Surprised Hughes doesn't put that on his backhand and then try and drive to the net. Looks like he has a lane there. I love that we have this goalie cam. Some great angle to see Hughes come down there, but a great reactionary play by the Wolfpack defender there as after losing the puck. Some great hockey back and forth here in the last couple of minutes.
Couple of critical points on the line here on the west side of Chicago. Egan Ryan will lead the rush for the Wolfpack. His way to Doherty. Reef sets a bit of a screen, gives Doherty a lane up the left side. Now Ryan comes to support, but cleared once more. Campasano's been an absolute pest at the front of that penalty kill for York. Rink wide, missing his target. Rosa able to collect. A turnover, wraparound attempt, and kept out. It was Heidkamp who was waiting on the doorstep to try to get a cheap one.
I think Gammy had a great stick there. It looked like Brown didn't realize that was a hard wrap at first. Gammy gets his stick in that shooting lane, prevent that puck from getting on that mount.
Doherty is going to flip it in on Brown, who will keep play going. That's the end of the power play. No harm done for York. Gammy with a nice play around Reef. Here's DeZillo. He had to wait for his man to clear. Didn't wait long enough. Gammy couldn't get out in time. It'll be offsides.
Another look here. You can see Brown standing up, just able to cover that right post in time. Gammy with a great defensive play coming back towards that goal line. Still got ourselves a tie ball game here.
DeZillo fights forward into the offensive zone, but only so far as about the top of the near circle. Swings it across Moynihan. Able to get up to Ari Ram. Ram absorbs a check. Can't play any further than Sun. Now turned over. Coming up heavy is Moynihan to try to keep the play alive from his defensive spot. Centering pass, and the shot from Steinloft deflects over the crossbar. Waiting patiently, gets it to Gavin Brown in front of the York bench. Trying to sort through it. Eventually pried free. Rom's trying to get it deep. Now Bossert comes away with it. Bossert skates wide, centering pass to Steinloft. He was expecting something on net. He wanted the hard rebound. That's going to be an icing. No icing. Icing waved. That looked like a pretty clear icing to me, Wes, but a break there for York.
Yeah, Max, usually when you put the puck down across the goal line when you're behind the center ice line, that's usually icing, but we're going to play on here.
I believe that's what the rule book says about it. Now Charlie Reef in some discomfort in the neutral zone. Here's Dunlay. Dunlay tries to go high and short. Brown up to the task.
Montgomery is not happy right now. Not only did he think that was an icing and wanted some breaks for his team, but also a slash right in front of his bench. that did not get called either. You can tell he's hot on the bench right now.
Yeah, Anthony, you might not be able to see it. We see the replay here. Spencer Montgomery pointing the center ice line, kind of what I was alluding to there. That York player was a good 3-4 steps behind the center ice line before he throws that puck down the ice there, which would typically be icing, but nonetheless, the refs keep their whistle in their pocket, and we're going to play here.
Yeah, and Reef is getting some medical attention on the bench here now.
Yeah, he was in some discomfort as he came off the ice. The captain for Ignatius, a great, fortunate bounce to Peifel off the glass, but Egan Ryan there to support for Ignatius. Final 3 minutes of regulation. Can one of these two teams find a regulation win and 2 critical points one way or the other? Sanfilippo turned over as it comes to Heidkamp. Heidkamp as his pass deflected up into the netting. It's going to be an offensive zone draw coming for Ignatius.
Max, you allude to the you go dancing again. You allude to those crucial 2 points. We know that the story of the game has been the refs have been questionable all game. If you're a player right now, you got to find some composure. You got to do the best that you can and not let it get to you, and just play through all the commotion and the traffic that's going on here on the ice.
Yeah, a ton of heavy breathing on both benches. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left.
Doherty does a nice job. Puck out in front. Follow-up shot. Down and out was Brown, able to collect a stick and trickles out of the zone. Passion pestering Moynihan, trying to force a turnover. There's one thing you can say for sure, there is no shortage of effort. These teams are absolutely giving it everything right now, trying to find a regulation win. Here's Tiernan Ryan trying to backhand pass to the slot, but gets deflected on its way. Now Doherty comes up, absorbs a hit to keep the play alive for the Wolfpack. Ryan wins it, even with the goal line, tries to pull out in front, still loose in front. 4 or 5 bodies out in front of the crease. Moynihan circles back. Passion's able to pickpocket. Here's Passion 2-on-2. Gets it wide to Hughes. Hughes drops for Passion. His shot. Stick to side by Lachlan. Now centering pass. Maurer not able to get it on target. Kalianis thought about a pinch, but Mauer's able to catch up to it. Final 90 seconds of regulation. DeZillo. Fortunate bounce. Maurer trying to catch up. Instead it's Haynes. He's able to clear out to center ice. Haynes with some speed and space through the middle of the ice. He'll create some angles, skates wide, looking for some help. That pass towards the slot gets deflected up into the netting for an offensive zone draw.
Max, we've got to highlight Jack Brown a little bit. Those 2 early goals, we see Tiernan Ryan do a great job coming off that goal line, trying to hard wrap on that far side, but right now 32 straight saves by Jack Brown in that Duke's net mountain. Starting to become a story of the game here, keeping his team in and even down 2 goals early. Now
right off the draw, it was Chinlin trying to make a play. Comes to Haynes, centering past Steinloft. Couldn't get his redirection towards the net. Final minute of play. Maurer comes up the left wing. DeZillo coming up the slot. DeZillo tries to leave for Campusano. Campusano, good stick lift, turns. What a save by Lachlan. What an individual effort by Campusano. Brown again wants to keep playing. Rosa chips it up off the glass. Egan Ryan's not able to get a piece of it. That's not going to be icing. Campusano to Maurer. Maurer tries to drag, but Egan Ryan takes it away. Chinlin almost sprung free for a breakaway. Gami into the offensive zone. He drags, shoots, getting just a piece of it as Lachlan. Make sure it stays out. Gavin Brown weaving through the defense. Not able to make a final move to get a shot off. Final 10. Steinloft looking for his man at the blue line. Not able to find it. Going to whip it into Brown. And again, like a first baseman, Jack Brown with 2.3 squeezes it tight.
Charlie Reef, I don't hate that idea. I've seen goals go in from distance like that. I've let goals in from distance like that. So there's 2 seconds left. I don't hate that, the play of getting a shot on net. I don't know why this puck would come back down into the defensive end of the Wolfpack if the York's goalie touched the puck. That's shocking to me.
Don't have an explanation for you, Wes. As the last 2 seconds of regulation, and we will head to overtime. So if you're new to SHL hockey, it mirrors NHL hockey. We'll have 3-on-3 action for 5 minutes. The teams will switch sides, so this will be the period of the long change for both teams in overtime. First game back from break, probably some tired legs. This is going to be an interesting OT.
Max, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. It would be fitting that the first game back, you'd play some extra hockey. So I think Anthony alluded to it earlier. Spencer Montgomery just talking to his team down there on the bench. You got to have short shifts here, and most notably is if you're gonna have that extended shift, you got to make sure you get the puck out of your defensive end as quick as possible. So just something to keep in mind here as we go along here in OT.
With this being the first game back from break, you imagine a lot of the conversation is clean entries, clean exits. Don't gamble at your blue line, reinforcing those key 3-on-3 messages because they probably haven't practiced it in several weeks at this point.
Yeah, and don't force anything. The worst thing you can do is you force a shot, you try and stick handle through some traffic in front, and you lead to a turnover. And with all this open ice, too, those turnovers can be breakaways. They could be 2-on-1s. They could be 3-on-2s coming back the other way. So there's a lot of space out there. Just be smart and make the right play. Don't force anything. Make the right play.
Without giving away too many state secrets down there, Anthony, what were you able to gather?
Yeah, the big word was urgency. I heard urgency a lot in that discussion. Spencer Montgomery continued to say urgency. And like you guys said, quick on, quick off. That's the way to do it. It looks like they're going to be starting with 2 offense and 1 defense. At least Ignatius is. We'll see if they stick with that throughout the period.
Yeah, you talk about urgency. Who else but 27 and Red hops over the board first. Tiernan Ryan looking to end this thing early.
Ryan, Holub, and Charlie Reef, Maurer, Rosa, and Camposano. 3-on-3 action, 2 critical points, 1 secured already for each side. Who can pick up that second point? An uneasy hush comes over the crowd as we start OT.
Don't blame him. A lot of tense energy here in the viewers section and up down there on the ice.
Really nice big crowd here for a Saturday night. Here's Tiernan Ryan. Skates wide, shoots, blocked by Rosa. Rosa does a nice job getting the stick on the ice, not to let the cross through. Holub finds Reef. Good to see him back on the ice and talk about it, not gambling at the blue line. Reef just takes it out himself.
Max, that's make the smart play, not forcing anything. You don't have anything there. Reset, bring it outside, and regroup.
Ryan looking for a shot. He had Holub charging back door, wanted a rebound, but a good blocked shot from Rosa. Maurer up the left wing with speed. Centering pass, Rosa wide open, shoots. Oh, Tiernan Ryan at the last moment gets a piece of Rosa's shot. Now a breakaway shot. Here's Tiernan Ryan, one-on-one with the goaltender. Forehand, Brown waits him out. Can he wrap it around? Sprawling save by Brown and Rosa. Camposano now comes back the other way. Ryan completely out of gas right now. Camposano to his backhand. Centering pass. The shot from Sanfilippo. Couldn't get much on it. And Lachlan makes the save.
Take a deep breath. Some great goaltending from both angles. We see on the replay there. Brown is just out left, stretches that left leg. You can see Ryan's trying to wait him out. He's in too tight to throw his hands up and really get that shot going high. But then Rosa, what a dive back to prevent that wraparound coming across. And then we see again that 2-on-1 opportunity in the Wolfpack defensive end. Lachlan with a great save.
There is just nothing better than 3-on-3 overtime, Wes. And it's just so much fun. Here's Steinloft. He's going to carry it below the goal. He's got Schinlin back at the blue line. Schinlin leaves for Steinloft, goes across to Haynes. Oh, now taken down behind the goal, and Wes given the back lean as if maybe we should have seen a call. Oh, and a mistake here. Steinloft wide open in the slot. Oh, he misses the net. 2 York players kind of set a pick on themselves. Once more, trying a backhand shot is Schinlin. Again, thought about a Michigan attempt, wasn't able to corral it. Here's Gami, able to play up the right wing zone. 2-on-1 comes York. Steinloft's gas. Sanfilippo up the slot. Oh, what a save off the stick by Lachlan. Now good pass off the boards. Pulling to the backhand. Oh, what a save by Brown. Once more, Egan Ryan shoots, deflect, they score! Austin Haynes in the slot gets the deflection, the game winner. Ignatius wins an OT 3-2.
Max, you can finally take your breath. Just end-to-end action there as we saw Lachlan with a great blocker save that springs that initial 2-on-1, and then Brown, that initial right pad save to keep things square, but great heads-up play by the Wolfpack, finding that player back door and able to get that final goal.
What a game here tonight to kick off the Game of the Week schedule in 2024. Austin Haynes, the game winner on the deflection. Anthony Pasquale's down on ice level. We'll hope to see him able to get maybe the game-winning score, and certainly some thoughts from the coaching staff as well. And Ignatius goes off into their Saturday night with 2 points. They go up to 26 for York. They do get 1 point, so they'll be up to 27. They'll stay in 6th, but the gap narrows by a point.
Yeah, Max, there you can see Egan Ryan, just great awareness there, able to find Austin Haynes sitting back door. That puck isn't on Haynes' stick more than a millisecond before he deflects that back door and into the net. You talk about the standings implications. It's a big point for the Dukes. They stay in 6th place in terms of seeding here in the SHL playoffs. I think those 2 points might all but confirm that the Wolfpack will be in the SHL playoffs, as we'll send it down to Anthony.
After his 7th goal of the SHL season and a game winner, Anthony, take it away.
Guys, I'm here with the game-winning goal scorer, Austin Haynes. Austin, tell me about that play.
You know, it was a long shift for me. Really good at those shot passes. I just gave him an outlet, and that's what ended it. It was nice. Great pass.
What's the game plan heading into a 3-on-3? Obviously, legs are pretty tied from the game.
Tell yourself, I got more. Yeah, just gotta have a lot in the tank, especially in these overtime games. It's gonna take that in playoffs too. So, yeah.
Yeah, win tonight clinches a playoff appearance for you. How does that sound?
Sounds great. I think we should have clinched it a while back. I think we dropped a couple games that we should have had, but just good to have that going into the rest of the home stretch. Just that on our back.
And after the goal, we saw you skate all the way down there by the student section and celebrate with some of the fans. What was that moment like?
That was awesome. I mean, I've never scored an overtime goal in this uni, so it feels great.
Awesome. Congratulations, Austin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony, all game long. Austin Haynes, his 2nd year on varsity, part of that loaded junior class for the Ignatius team. They get the 2 points, and what a way to start the 2024 Game of the Week schedule.
Oh, Max, you talk about having all that rest off, and as that calendar turns, we look forward to the Game of the Week, and we look forward to the SHL playoffs, the state playoffs, all of that, and just excited to be back and excited to get things rolling here again in 2024.
That will do it for us from Fifth Third Ice Arena. Big thank you to our great crew tonight. We got Matt Freeman on the main camera duty. Theo Lucchese in as our technical assistant. He'll be doing some work with us here at the SHL Network. Of course, Jimmy Liz Olson doing all the great graphic work, sight sounds, and replays as he always does. Anthony Pasquale had all the thoughts and sounds from down on ice level. Wes Anderson to my right. I am Max Anderson. Thank you so much for tuning in. Come right back tomorrow night. We have the AHL Game of the Week right here on the SHL Network. Have a great rest of your night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.